डन I'll declare late. L. चल चल भाई जाते हैं लाइव.
Yes, we are live. I think we are live. Just cross checking.
हाँ अभी आ गया.
Yes,
Good to
we
go.
Yes,
are.
we are
Yes,
live.
yes, yes. Hello
Yeah.
and welcome
What's
to
up
another episode of
guys?
TheFalse9Podcast. Yes, yes. Welcome back, Buggy. Welcome back. You missed an epic show, the last one, but nevertheless,
It's
tonight is a new night. The Premier League is finally over. The
thank you.
disastrous week for us. It's finally over. एंड सबसे पहले तो मुझे वो जानना था, तू स्क्रीनिंग के लिए गया था फॉर द यूरोपा लीग फाइनल
Final.
एंड वी कुडंट
मैं
टॉक
बता रहा
आफ्टर
हूँ.
दैट, तो how was your
First
experience, like what was
the
our
screen the screening. I'll tell you what it was. First half तक when of course when the goal was scored at that point of time it was complete silence. ठीक
hmm
है. मतलब ऐसा नहीं कि उस टाइम मतलब वो प्रोसेस हो रहा है ना. सी द थिंग इज के व्हेन वी वेंट तो अभी ऑफ कोर्स यू नो टॉटनहम का फॉर्म क्या था. ठीक है बिफोर द
hmm
मैच एंड वी वर आल्सो लाइक रनिंग. वो मतलब था एक स्वैगर के भाई कुछ भी करो प्रीमियर लीग में कुछ भी जैसे भी चल रहा हो भाई यूरोप में अनबीटन है. ठीक है.
hmm
तो वही
hmm
मेंटालिटी से गए लेकिन ऑफ कोर्स व्हाइल द गेम वाज गोइंग ऑन एवरीथिंग वाज लाइक भाई you know what shithousery is going on because both teams were equally bad
yeah
and it was so bad that it was a shitty goal that decided the match ultimate. ठीक है. वो गोल गया वो गोल गया. साइलेंस. ओनाना को गाली. उसके बाद फिर हम लोग ने सोचा अच्छा ठीक है चलो सेकेंड हाफ कुछ होगा. सेकेंड हाफ वाज इवन शिट. लास्ट में थोड़ा थोड़ा हो पा रहा था बिकॉज आई थिंक वी वर पुटिंग a bit more pressure towards the
hmm
end. But
hmm
वही है यार. I mean exactly what we saw even in the Villa वाला मैच के यार. मतलब chances create होते हैं but ऐसा है कि at the end of the day it is again the conversions are not there and that is what happened and then we did
Yeah.
not win the match.
yeah about
जो
that Villa
चांसेस
वाला
क्रिएट
match
हो
ना.
भी रहे थे, जो
हाँ
चांसेस टुवर्ड्स द एंड क्रिएट हो भी रहे थे, वो ऐसा देख के होप नहीं आ रही थी कि
यस
टर्न
यस
अराउंड हो पाएगा.
गिव अप कर चुके थे.
Yeah.
मैं तो गिव अप कर चुका था at
हाँ.
one point of time. No, but yesterday's match, the useless match. First of all, like many people are leaving, likely to leave, and let's not talk about Manchester United. Let's talk about Premier League top four. The race was very insane. It was very down to the wire, and somehow Chelsea managed to finish top four,
या
जो कि हम में से किसी ने predict नहीं किया था. Newcastle bottled it. And
या
Nottingham also at one point of time they like it was looking like they will finish top four, but nevertheless Conference League is a good achievement for them, and they will be upwards trajectory
Yeah,
next
they
season.
still did quite well. Yeah.
Yeah, and speaking of top four and top six, there will be UEFA Champions League final will coming, and Chelsea has to compete against Anthony's Real Betis in Conference League. So that will be an epic this thing. And Chelsea के celebration में एक बंदा था जो काफी celebrate कर रहा था. उस- उसका शायद कटने वाला है बहुत बड़ा, एंड आई होप कटे, एंड आई होप बहुत जोर का कटे, बिकॉज क्योंकि उसका अगर कटा तो मजा आएगा, बट अंत में तो यूनाइटेड का ही कटने वाला है. सो
नहीं, द
पता नहीं
फैक्ट
हाउ टू
दैट
रिएक्ट.
वो लोग चैंपियंस लीग के लिए क्वालिफाई हो गए हैं could probably mean कि उसको ले सकते हैं अब. आई थिंक अगर वो लोग नहीं क्वालिफाई हुए होते चैंपियंस लीग के लिए, देन दे माइट हैव कंसिडर्ड सेंडिंग हिम बैक. Because from I'll say, so I have not seen a lot of Chelsea, but I have friends who talk about Sancho that way, and the way I hear it is that के वो build up में contribute अच्छा कर रहा है. It is just that he doesn't have the output yet. So it is not like के absolutely disappointed हैं सारे Chelsea fans उससे.
No, but I think I was reading a few matlab messages, at least rumors going around that Chelsea is willing to pay 4.5.
No, no,
मतलब
no,
तो
no.
Miguel. Miguel Delaney, I
नहीं
don't know
नहीं
how
नहीं नहीं,
authentic
वो
that sounds.
But
मिगेल
if
डेलेनी ने
the
क्लैरिफाई किया कि वो उसने
clarify किया
ऐसा
है,
कुछ
correct.
बोला ही नहीं है.
अच्छा,
इट्स अ
okay.
रॉन्ग.
Then I hope it's wrong.
स्वप्निल वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम. ही सेइंग क्या कटने वाला है, कट के हाथ में आ गया यूनाइटेड का, हम फैंस अब आर्ग्यू भी नहीं कर सकते रहा. नो नो नो, वो तो मैं लास्ट स्ट्रीम में ही बोला था, हम किसी से कुछ भी आर्ग्यू नहीं कर सकते. लाइक मैं तो करूंगा भी नहीं. मेरा
हाँ,
वो गोल है
वाई
अगले
ने
सीजन
बोला
तक.
था, वाई ने अकेले ने
हाँ,
बोला था,
मैं
मैंने
मैं
नहीं
मैं
बोला.
मैं नहीं
आई एम
करूंगा,
अप
मैं
फॉर
नहीं
इट इफ समवन इज अप फॉर इट.
करूंगा. बट ब्रो, लाइक ठीक है. सांचो का टॉपिक, मिगेल टिनली, he has cleared, he quote tweeted one saying कि that reported and like the reported tweet was misquoted from my original report. I am not saying
Okay.
that they'll be paying 4.5
वो
million to
सिनेरियो बता
Manchester
रहा था
United.
सिर्फ.
Yeah,
So 4.5 is basically the penalty that Chelsea will have to pay if they send him back.
Yeah.
yeah.
Which I
Also
think they
send
could
him
be
back
willing
से
to.
और एक बंदा याद आया, मार्कस रैशफोर्ड is also coming back.
Oh, are
Yeah, yeah. But Rashford going is pretty much confirmed because yesterday when
Yeah,
the
40
Cunha
million.
news was confirmed, Ben Jacobs also tweeted then that Cunha will take the number 10 jersey. So I think that pretty much says कि Rashford का already जाने का plan है ही. I think
plan
Barcelona
hai,
are
but
in for him.
No, Barcelona is like they are not sure between Luis Diaz and
yeah.
Marcus Rashford.
Yeah, they might choose Rashford over Diaz for because Rashford is a year younger. Luis Diaz लगता नहीं है, but he's like older than Rashford.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know this. Rashford is also what, 27. Anyway,
26, 27. Yeah.
let's talk about the like uh, teams who have exceeded the expectation. Like new. Who do you think is the most क्या बोलते हैं, surprised, that you were surprised
Okay.
to see them in this position?
Obvious one obviously is Nottingham Forest,
Hmm.
but I would say the way they fell off towards the end of their run. Because
Yeah.
at one point they were pushing for second place, like they were like some 3 or 6 points within
Yes.
Arsenal,
Yes. Yes.
and suddenly after that there has been like a deterioration in results, and they eventually didn't end up in the Champions League spots. So, which is why I would have given them like the surprise of the season type of a
Hmm.
thing, but they eventually ended up at a not very surprising place. Then, still, still quite good. It's a terrific season for them.
I
For
think.
me,
हाँ, बोल बोल.
for me एक चीज आई थिंक बोलना है कि सरप्राइजिंग अभी शायद इतना ऑब्वियस नहीं लग रहा हो बिकॉज ऑफ द डोमिनेंस, बट given the start of the season and given the kind of discussion we had, of course, Liverpool winning was a surprise,
Yeah, yeah,
at least
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
me,
Yeah.
because by
yeah,
they have dominated, I think, and it has been a long season, at least for us United fans. तो ऐसा लग रहा है कि काफी टाइम से हो रहा है. But भाई, this was Arne Slot's first season, okay, and
Correct.
Klopp के बाद they
mm,
were supposed to go down, and they
Hmm.
bloody won the Premier League. Okay, so
yeah,
भाई
Yes.
वो तो सरप्राइज मेरे लिए था, नेगेटिव वे, मतलब वैसे तो पॉजिटिव रिजल्ट है बट अपने लिए नेगेटिव.
mm,
हाँ.
बट आई थिंक अगर वो अप साइड में हुआ, अगर डाउन साइड में अगर कोई डिसअपॉइंटमेंट था तो यूनाइटेड को छोड़ के आई वुड से कि आई वाज एक्चुअली इवन सरप्राइज दैट टॉटनहम केम दैट बैडली.
yeah.
मतलब आई मीन clearly not a
Do we have to talk
17th
about
position
Tottenham,
club.
guys?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what happened to them? I mean,
I
that's a
thought
question after.
Brentford also finishing 10th. I
Hmm.
thought they could have been
Yeah.
higher. I felt,
Hmm.
and also from the start of the season, from my prediction at the start of the season, I think
Hmm.
for me personally, Chelsea itself is a surprise to end up in the Champions League spot, fourth place. At the start of the season, I was thinking that they will be the first one to sack a manager because
Hmm.
I honestly didn't see Enzo Maresca doing something. But I mean,
The wrong ball
definitely
got
for
sacked.
me, it has been a yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Actually, pretty much what I was expecting. Chelsea season to be ended up being United season.
Mm.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Agree. I think for me, like Buggy said, Liverpool coming at the top because the OG member of our channel, who all are, who all have been watching us since the start, I predicted a wild. Uh, Now I say it's a mistake that Liverpool season will crumble like house of cards and
Hmm.
the season will be derailed. But no, उल्टा यूनाइटेड के साथ हुआ and yes,
Hmm.
I'm not sorry for the prediction, but yeah, it was a wild take, and I was actually surprised to see Liverpool coming first and looking at the progress of Bournemouth, looking at the progress of Crystal Palace with the FA Cup title under Galsner. It is really commendable. And again, I didn't expect Newcastle to come fifth because they did not have any good start of the season with Tonali coming late. So many factors were there. So, but yeah, kudos to the all
Yeah.
European team clubs.
Good.
Who do you
Sub.
think were the flops of the season?
Yeah, we will discuss flop, but थोड़े comments ले लेते हैं पहले. So, hi Swayam bhai, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Swapnil says Bournemouth for me. I absolutely agree. The top 10 finish is
Yeah.
really commanding. Really nice. Um, Swayam says Brentford have one of the lowest wage bills in England. Such a well-run club. Correct. I
Yeah.
totally
Yeah.
agree. But I
Very good
अभी उनका
manager also.
main defender गया to Madrid. I think they are very good with replacing players. So it is a
Hmm.
देखना पड़ेगा कैसा है समर में. So
They
there's
will. They
Newcastle
could
winning
lose
Carabao
their.
was a surprise. Correct.
They could. Brentford could also lose their main goal scorer, which is Mbuemo. So how they
Mm.
Yeah.
replace him will also be.
But they'll survive.
He's linked with United with the 50 million. I don't think so. 50
Yeah.
million. मतलब United
Uh,
tax is too much, यार. I mean,
I actually, when seen together with Cunha, I think both of them together make good signings.
hmm,
Because at the end of the day, this season the major problem has been not being able to score goals. And in Mbuemo and Cunha, you are signing two top 10 goal scorers in the Premier League last season. So it immediately adds goals to our team. So I think that way I see price definitely, price pe I can you can have
hmm.
a conversation
It's a
definitely, but
United
I think
tax, bro. End of the day.
those two are good additions. Yeah, so I am saying Damsgaard quietly had a very good season. Yeah, especially like earlier on in the first half, I was watching and he was running the show for them. I had started cracking this joke with my Arsenal friend that Damsgaard is the better version of Odegaard.
So I'm saying Pinnock was injured. Tony left still did a very good job.
Yeah,
Agree.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of Bournemouth, one point, their left back Kerkez, he's heavily linked with Liverpool now. It's likely
yeah,
to replace Robertson at Liverpool for left back position. I'm excited to see how they replace him and like Liverpool ka like see they have already signed Frimpong. They are very well placed in terms of signing words from Bayer
mm,
Leverkusen. They are going to sign Kerkez. It's gonna be insane. It's like insane season for Liverpool already
yeah.
next season.
Looks like it.
Also, people who are watching like the video, thank you in advance. And flop of the season की बात कर रहा था. I don't think so. मेरे पास तो एक ही आंसर है और मैं जेंडर ड्रिवन हूँ. जेडन सांचो. I was his
uh,
only supporter when he was signed. I was hyping him in every other group. You all remember how excited I was. But I'll be the first one who will criticize him and like most
yeah.
useless, lazy ass player I have seen lately.
I think
True.
Phil Foden definitely has a big shout. from last
Hmm.
year player of the season, s- say this year. Like I think he's started some 5 or 6 games this year, as in since January. So
Yeah.
pretty much he's fell out of favor. And even now with Kevin De Bruyne leaving, City
Hmm.
are not sort of considering him to be the De Bruyne
Correct.
replacement, but instead they are looking at, okay, can we sign Morgan Gibbs White? They were in for
Hmm.
Florian Wirtz as well.
Hmm.
So clearly he's fell out of favor with Pep. Yeah, Swayam
Yes.
has a good shout.
Yeah. So I'm saying two attacking fullbacks is very much like Liverpool getting worked will be insane. Shobozlai might be.
Yeah.
Even I want to like Shobozlai left wing might not be suitable. Yeah. I think they will sign some left winger yeah, late in the window, or
I
else
I
who's
think
that guy?
Shobozlai could be moved deeper, na? If I'm not wrong.
Yeah, Shobozlai,
Has he played that role?
McAllister, and Ward's three-man
Hmm.
midfield where Gavenberg will be
Ah,
on the
okay.
bench. Then your Darwin Nunez might be replaced. Salah is irreplaceable. Left wing में अगर Luis Diaz नहीं रहा, you have who's that guy? The
Jota.
Portuguese guy, Jota.
Jota,
And they
Jota.
might. I have a feeling they might sign one winger yeah, late in the window or somebody.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Swapnil also has a good shout, which is Federico Chiesa. Did
Yes,
he even
yes.
play enough to consider him as a flop? True.
No, he was consistently injured and he played
He
one or two
played against
matches.
us.
Yeah, yeah. I remember. Yes, Swayam has a very good point. He's saying Joao Felix, man. But he moved to AC
Yeah.
Milan, bro, last window.
Yeah.
Daniel, welcome to the stream. I think this season was pretty much decided by consistency. Teams like Villa, Newcastle, and Nottingham had solid winning runs. Chelsea making it a top four was definitely a surprise. I agree. I agree. But Chelsea winning top four, also other teams bottling at the end.
Hmm.
That is also
Yeah.
like that was also the factor that came into play.
But
Yeah.
credit to Chelsea nonetheless.
क्रेडिट टू चेल्सी फॉर श्योर ट्रेडिशनल टॉप फोर में से दो तीन टीमें आ गई है टॉप फोर में
Hmm.
एक को हम हाँ खैर क्या ही बोलना स्वयं says
Also, I think
Felix
one
was a
of
big flop yes
the most consistent player, like I think, has to be also Nathan Collins. I think he has played quite. He has been like quite there around the season. That
hmm.
has sort of helped Brentford as well. I mean, they've not done extremely well as such, but they still come. I think in the top half of the table में तो है ही already.
10th.
So what
10th
was
आए हैं वो.
the yeah? What was their final position by the way? Brentford का
10th.
10th
10th ना? Yeah.
hmm.
तो ठीक है भाई. I mean, they are doing quite well. Um, mm, I think these are the teams that have. मतलब, it just goes to show के what stable club, having a stable club can do. Like
Hmm.
वो consistently वो मतलब उनका of course fight अलग है. Their fight is a different thing के they want to stay in the Premier League and they want to fight it off for the middle. But of course the resources and the finances are also quite constrained. So they are also playing a different game. But वही stability अगर मतलब I guess अपने मैं again I'm circling back to United, but even like for that matter, I think this season has been quite unique across not just I mean this entire season for English football, right? Given
yeah
that you had United Tottenham finishing just above the relegation zone. You had winners like Tottenham winning after so many years, 17 years. Palace winning after first time in their club history. Newcastle winning after 50, 60 years. So all of this was like, and every time, by the way, there was a quote unquote giant killer, right?
hmm.
City won against, so Crystal Palace won against City.
Hmm.
Newcastle won against Liverpool. Tottenham won against United for whatever it counts. But जो भी मतलब ये
वो
सीजन
नहीं
आई
जायंट
थिंक
किलर था
हाँ जायंट किलर था एंड इतने टॉपसी टर्वी season maybe clubs like Brentford, Bournemouth, they have been quite stable chips.
hmm.
So I think that part also needs to be commended.
Yeah, agree. I like when small clubs do a better job than, in the finals or in the finishing top half of the table. You
Yeah.
you you love to see that
Yeah.
as a football fan. So M says this is about Felix though. Did fuck all of for AC Milan? Milan fans hate him. Seeing him week in week out was a torture. हाँ ना उसको suddenly क्या हो गया मुझे like I am not sure how Chelsea managed to sign him permanently and send him to another club in the same freaking window. So that was really,
Mm.
so
Yeah.
some shady business by Chelsea. Lazy ass player thinks he's Kaka or something. So I am, yeah, true. Swapnil says Ivan Ferguson, flop of the season. Shout out. Loan to West Ham with his ex-manager Potter and
Yeah.
didn't even get any minutes. Yeah. Oh, I almost forgot
Good
about
shout, because you
Ivan Ferguson.
remember till
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
last year, Evan Ferguson, people were talking about him like he's the next Harry Kane. There were United fans who used to
Yes,
say,
yes.
"Oh, Sir Alex would have signed him right away and all," and he's just completely disappeared from the scene.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
was crazy. I think Ivan Ferguson was replaced by Liam Diab this season.
Mm. Swayam
Very.
also makes a good point that it is the season where the mid-table money clubs catch up
Hmm.
to break the hegemony of Big Six, who have been in slow decline. True, true, true.
Yeah.
It has been
Yes.
happening for a while, I would suppose, but this season, because the United and Tottenham drop off was so large, that
Mm.
the this trend became very noticeable.
So I am with some banger comment. Just so I am welcome to the stream. I think we are seeing you here for the first time. Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't know about you. Which team do you support? Like, because you have
I think
he's
he's
a
got like a
Nigolan
AC
DP.
Milan. Yeah,
He's a Nigolan DP. He has
I think AC Milan.
or maybe Roma. I don't know. Huh, he says George Mendes money laundering scheme. Yeah. Portuguese client. Yes. He's a Roma fan.
Oh, he's a
Welcome to
Roma
the stream.
fan.
Subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Uh, and yeah, I think flop of the season. I don't know if three names to be given. Second name, should we consider Rashford? Rashford कितना गोल मारा विला में?
अबे रैशफोर्ड फ्लॉप क्यों है? व्हाट द फक, you didn't even
अरे
play
अभी
him for 3 months and
अरे
then you're calling him flop of the season. ये क्या बात है?
अरे फॉर एस्टन विला फॉर एस्टन
एस्टन विला के लिए अच्छा
I
खेला वो
am
बहुत.
I am asking.
भाई
I
यार,
am all
इतना
I
हेट
all I
भाई
said.
तूने संतो को भी नहीं दिखाया.
All I am all I did was I asked like, can we consider? Okay, we can't relax, we can't. I think Chiesa should be considered as top of the season. He was signed
Yeah,
as a backup, but he didn't even play as a backup because he
yeah,
was constantly injured. And third would be Phil Foden is a good shout, actually good
yeah,
shout.
yeah. Phil Foden का
Bro,
fall off is huge. He's
Kyle Walker, he
हाँ,
was
but
loaned to
he also
Milan.
left midway. He also left midway, so it's like ठीक है.
Calafiori,
Calafiori still had a decent season. It's not like
not
he had a
really, not
bad
really.
season. No, he
Timber
was
used
injured a
to
lot.
Timber used to play in, like before, like
But still, I don't think so. Flop, I would call him flop. I think Arsenal ki largely signings are
सारे signing
underwhelming.
un, underwhelming you can say.
Yeah.
Flop. Who did you like? United के signings में से flop current signing में से
ये सीजन हमने
Uh,
किसको sign किया? देख Xerxes picked up
Ugarte,
quite a bit.
Zugzi,
ठीक है, Ugarte was
then
good
Delit,
too.
Mazarai signing of the season for United without a shadow of doubt.
yeah, consistency wise, yeah.
और कौन था? Patrick Dorgu in the winter transfer
हाँ,
window.
Yeah. I'm still unsure about Ugarte and Dorgu on how
Ugarte
to
as
rate
a
them. How
borderline
to
shout
rate
out.
them.
Ugarte
Ugarte had a
borderline.
few good games. I think Dorgu was decent at best.
Yeah, so
So,
those two are the ones I'm still unsure about. But obviously, by the way, we missed Lenny Oro, who's actually probably our signing of the season.
Lenny Oro,
actually,
yes, but
हाँ,
like consistency wise. Mazarai has
Ah,
a
of course.
little
Yeah,
edge,
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
little edge.
And also
Like
price,
not
price.
taking, yes, yes, not price, like
Mhm.
not taking it away from Euro, but price point also. Like he was,
Hmm.
we need those kind of
He,
players.
yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
says रैशफोर्ड का impact तो अच्छा ही था विला में bench से आया था. Yes, yes, that's why I
Mhm.
asked. I did not blame outright. Yes, because
Yeah, yeah.
Azman here is a massive Rashford fanboy.
I think Rashford
So
had 20 goals plus assists this season. So we are sorted. Our end is covered.
yes, I see double digit numbers में people are watching. Please like कर दो stream को भाई
हाँ,
लोग. Um, I think one team that we have to talk about particularly, though their table finish might not give them the justice, but
mm,
they have the silverware to show in the season. That would be Crystal Palace. Crystal
yeah,
Palace. I
Yeah.
am absolutely happy to see them growing, and that guy, their coach Galsner, he's a serial European winner. He won European League with I think Sevilla. Correct me if I'm wrong. And
Mhm.
again, he did it uh, against Pep Guardiola, and he has nobody has those. Nobody can say out loud, "Ki I want Pep
yeah.
Guardiola not to play that formation, and I can beat you." And he did, just like Ange Postecoglou.
No, definitely. I think from when he took over Palace, there has been a marked change. और उनके लिए like it was also a dramatic shift for Crystal Palace, right? Because इससे पहले
Hmm.
उसका manager Roy Hodgson था, who's like a
Hmm.
very
Hmm.
old
Hmm.
school English type of hardened
Traditional,
manager.
yes,
Get in the
yes,
wingers, get the big man up top type.
yes.
And then you come to Glasner, who's again much like Ruben Amorim has to overhaul the system. He prefers playing a three at the back, but is ठीक है वो flexible भी है उतना ही. And then he had good players. He had very good technical players like Mark Gay, Eze, very good players.
Not to
So
forget they
he's
sold Olise to Bayern.
Olise they sold, yeah. So
Yeah,
he's been really able to, of course, like Adam Wharton as well. So he's been able to really get very good
that
results out
player
of
I would
them.
love at United.
Uh,
Love to
what
see. Love
what
to
would be
see.
interesting to see now is that how many of these good players, because right now they have a very strong spine, right? Uh,
Hmm.
Yeah.
Dean Anderson in goal is a solid option. You have
Hmm.
Mark Gay in centre back, Adam Wharton in the middle, and up front you have Jean-Philippe Mateta, and on like you have like that Eze playing like a free floating role. Now these are
They
five
have
players,
Ismail Assar as a
correct.
winger,
So
goal scoring winger.
in पांच छह players में से now it is very likely that Mark Gahey could leave. Obviously, Mateta is being linked with United and a few other clubs.
Margay
Adam
was linked
Wharton
with
is being,
Newcastle, heavily linked.
yeah, Adam Wharton is also being poached by several clubs.
Hmm.
So now, how they manage losing their sort of very important players will be, we'll have
Mhm.
to see how.
Yeah. So I'm saying Villa misses CL. So how much will you realistically get of? First of all, mm, Villa is not going to sign Rashford permanently because of I think they are not non qualification to CL football, and the quoted fee is 30 to 40 million pounds for Rashford. So
40
realistically,
है, 40 is what the clause with Villa is, the if they
Mhm.
choose to buy. And
hmm,
this guy, Laurie Whitwell के report में ये भी था that 40 is also the asking price for United for any other club that wants
hmm,
to come.
Mhm.
So 40 is basically the expectation. He'll have to take a pay cut. I think that much is very clear because वो current wages पे नहीं जा पाएगा. The one sort of weirdly good thing in this sense is that because United have not qualified for Europe again, there is another pay cut that the current players are having to take, and that
hmm,
will also then include Rashford. So which means his salary will get slightly more affordable for other clubs
hmm.
as well.
I agree. I agree.
Also, by the
Hmm,
way, this question I wanted to ask. Okay, given that, Leicester City are actually relegated this time round. How do you look back at the past decade? Like, just almost a decade back, they won the Premier League, right? And then now
Hmm.
they're going down. So, matlab, how do you feel कि matlab they have stuck around for much longer in the Premier League comparatively, या फिर matlab do you see it के and what are the chances they're gonna come back?
I think they will come back next season.
They will
They
come
have a
back.
strong squad.
Mm,
Of course, we'll all miss the legend Jamie Vardy,
Body.
traditional number nine. Very Barclays sort of a player. I'll
mm.
miss him for sure. And
You'll miss him, but he could join any Premier League club because he said that I
you
can still
you never
play at
know.
the top level. Yeah.
You never know. But
Yeah,
Leicester surprised everyone, the whole world during their
mm.
that season. You know who. So yeah, all the best to them. Like always, love that club.
Yeah.
Good, passionate fans. Uh, थोड़ा बहुत shithousery, but मजा आता है देखने में तो.
Yeah.
I was seeing somewhere I was seeing this, and the thing that there are increasingly in the last 4 5 years, there is a trend in Premier League. के the clubs that go down tend to
Hmm.
come back up within 1 2 years again. और उसका
Yeah.
reason ये है कि even if you go down from the Premier League, for 2 years you get like some percentage of the TV money. So वो जो championship club से even relegated club जो आता है उसका sort of
Oh,
their earnings में disparity होता है. They can use that to buy up the best players of the championship and return. So I
Hmm.
think Leicester, I think we could see them again.
Yeah.
nice.
Can we quickly take the comments? Swam
Yeah,
says, Nuno's player of the season for me. Yeah, for Crystal Palace and Premier League team of the season might get a shout out. Got Sar as
yeah.
their only signing, I think so, for Crystal Palace, yes. 40 Rashford, 30 Anthony should be good enough for one more signing. Yes, the quoted fee is around that sort of a region. And there was a report that I read that Brentford ka jo number 10 hai, I keep forgetting his name. We will replace him with the Garnacho money that we will get. So,
Yeah.
don't know.
Mbuemo,
Mbuemo,
Brian
yes,
Mbuemo.
Mbuemo.
Yeah,
Welcome Deepto to the stream. He's saying Cherry's front three. In terms of
decent record overall this
decent
season.
record. Okay.
Yeah,
Swayam says
Kluivert.
Leicester have Bonamate. No, sorry, Bonanote as a good player who can be signed.
Yeah.
I don't know about this. Like,
हम्म
don't want to be a
नहीं
hipster.
एक्साइटिंग है अटैकिंग
क्या
मिडफील्डर
पोजीशन में
लेफ्ट
खेलता है
विंग
ये?
टाइप है
ओह अच्छा.
अटैकिंग मिड लेफ्ट विंग टाइप
ओके. हाँ, उनके पास भी रेड तो पड़ेगी किधर ना किधर. In terms of coming back to the Premier League, Sunderland is coming, Leeds is coming, and who is the third one?
Okay.
बर्नली बर्नली
अभी
Chat,
sign
anyone
कर
knows?
देंगे, अभी
Burnley, I
देखेंगे वो.
think Burnley.
रुक जाओ. Let us see.
Sunderland, Leeds, and Burnley. Correct. So I am saying, yeah.
बर्नली है सो
Yes.
अगेन लुक एट दैट ट्रेंड रिपीटिंग दैट
Yeah, Burnley
लीड्स
again
एंड
एक साल में
बर्नली
वापस आ रहा है.
हाँ वापस आ गए वो लोग सो
लीड्स थोड़ा टाइम लग गया बट बर्नली एक सीजन में वापस आ गया. आई थिंक लास्ट सीजन दे वर रेलीगेटेड. एंड yeah, in terms of next season, before we move on to the signings, I think, and then we will end quickly. Let's chat. You also tell us who's your team of the season. Don't look at the official Premier League team of the season. Let's quickly tell me yours. Azman?
यानी पूरा 11 काउंट
Hmm.
करना है देखो
Hmm.
बेस्ट गोलकीपर मैट सेल्स
Hmm.
नॉटिंघम का
Hmm.
सेंटर बैक में वर्जिल वैन डाइक अनफॉर्चुनेटली एंड मिलेंकोविच फ्रॉम नॉटिंघम फॉरेस्ट
Okay.
right back who has been a standout right back I don't remember any
Guardiola. No,
uh,
he plays a left back. Livramento.
हम्म पता नहीं इतना स्टैंड आउट नहीं आ रहा है कोई दिमाग में फक इट Uh,
Okay.
I would say left back maybe who had a good
Karkas.
season. I just
Karkas.
can't
Karkas.
remember.
Karkas.
Yeah, I think
Karkas.
Kirk is only, and that way I think right back may Ola Aina had a decent season, but I don't know. They conceded goals. Uh, I suppose striker. I mean, right wing is fixed with Mo Salah. I think
For sure.
there's no discussion there. Striker then would be Alexander Isak because I think he had a
Yes.
better season than
Yes.
Haaland.
Haaland. Yes.
Uh, I would probably try to find a way to fit Bruno in the midfield some because even though United had a shit season,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Bruno individually had a great season.
Yeah.
Left wing by probably I don't know if it's his natural position or not, but I thought Jacob Murphy from Newcastle had a very good season.
Mm.
He should be in there because I after Mo Salah he has the most assists
Mm.
in the league. And then I would suppose probably Adam Wharton or any of the midfielder. Gravenberch had a great season. Rice had a very good
Yeah.
season. I would say a toss up between any of them.
Yeah. Buggy, yours?
I think it's a similar team, probably just a few changes. Maybe I would add Cucurella in the defense.
For the left back. Okay.
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 Yeah,
Huh. And I think I would still, I think, add Matthew Cunha in the strike once as one of the
Oh.
forwards.
Okay.
Huh. I think,
Um.
my take, of course.
so instead of Jacob Murphy, you'll put Cunha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh. uh, for me, it would be eh, there is a strong shout out for Allison also, but just because for the
Mm.
vibes, I think sells. Um. Then those center backs, of course, Van Dijk and I'm confused between Saliba and Munoz. I think because Munoz has silverware to show, I will go with him. Left back Karkas for sure. Uh, right back, not sure. Maybe Trent
Yeah.
because he has been in the Premier League team of the season, if
Winning
I'm not
team, yeah.
wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you come in the midfield. There is a strong Declan Rice would have to be there. Then your Bruno has to be there. Right wing, where there is untouchable Mohamed Salah, is Alexander Isaac. Uh, I think we should give shout out to Elanga and Morgan Gibbs as well. There is my because they had
Yeah.
a fantastic season individually, and they were two like strong players to see why there was a gain in position for Nottingham Forest.
Yeah.
Mm.
Do you
Okay,
think we are sort of forgetting Chris Wood in this because I think Chris Wood had a very
he has a
good
he
season.
had a solid first half. I think winter के बाद वो नहीं दिखा. I think
Correct.
Boxing Day
Yeah.
के बाद. So first
Yeah.
half, yeah. Even Cole Palmer had a great first half.
Good first half.
So
Yeah.
Swam says Sells, Kirkes, Van Dijk, Murillo. Oh yes, Murillo. Great shout out.
Murillo.
Munoz, Caicedo, McAllister, Palmer, Salah, Isak, Alanga. Okay.
Yeah.
Deepto says Ant Nuri.
Ait Nouri.
Um,
Yeah.
oh, by the way, he's also linked with City randomly for the left back position.
He's very good.
Yeah.
He's superb. He was linked with United at some point of time. Yeah.
Um, he had I think he had a lot of assists also this season.
देखते हैं. Next season will be excited in terms of as a United fan. I would not mind my team playing once a week. उतना trauma कम मिलेगा हम सबको
Hmm.
और ये गधे लोग फुटबॉल सीख पाएंगे actually.
Let us pick match if you want.
Mm, yeah, and all the best to the teams who are going to play twice a week. And
Mm.
let's quickly discuss. Let's quickly discuss the rumored position. Let's start with Liverpool. We discussed Liverpool who are they signing. Second is Arsenal. Arsenal are going for striker. They are linked with both Gyökeres and Seshko. So it will
Hmm.
be an interesting thing to see who will they go for. And
Both very good
I
strikers. I hope they sign Sesko because Sesko is inconsistent. So that I think Gokres is like a ready product, and I worry that
Seshko is
it'll
younger
be
to
good.
Gyökeres, right?
That's okay, but he's very inconsistent. If you watch his games, he's very spectacular in spectacular moments, but overall he's inconsistent. So I hope they
पता
sign
चला
Sesko.
लास्ट में जाके यूनाइटेड ने शेष्को साइन किया क्या होगा तेरा
अपना अपना इम्प्रूव ही होगा अपने लेवल से अपने लिए इम्प्रूवमेंट ही है.
Yeah. Liam Diab, by the way, he's talking to Chelsea, he's talking to Everton, he's talking to United, he's talking to
Yeah,
one more club if I'm not wrong. I don't know who was the last club. सबसे फ्लर्ट कर रहा है क्या आदमी है
but right now I think
Arsenal
Chelsea are
is
leading that race because they have
hmm,
Champions League
as
football.
per today's report, yes.
Yeah.
And Arsenal is also linked with Rodrigo. I don't know, it was कोई random journalist था, but
Hmm.
now today's Avi Alonso came and said that he's not for sale, he's an important player for us.
Oh,
So
I think
those news.
Rodrigo, even Arteta was asked about, if I'm not wrong, and he sort
Yeah,
of hinted that we are interested.
पता नहीं. Then next would be City. यार City मेरे को लगता है बहुत ज्यादा प्लेयर लेगा. AC मिलान से उन लोग वो ले रहे हैं ना. What's his name? Midfielder.
Reinders,
Yes, he's
very
looks
good
like a guy
midfielder.
who's yeah. Swayam can tell us about him. Like he's a CDM CM to sort of a hybrid
Yeah,
Declan Rice-esque player, right? Or is he a
yeah.
destroyer like Rodri?
No, I think he's more of a engine of the team type player. But again, I hope Swayam is still here to tell us more about him.
Yeah, who did they sign in winter? They signed
Marmoush,
50. No. The 50 million guy from FC Porto
Nico
who was it?
Gonzalez, Nico
He's flopped.
Gonzalez.
He has flopped already.
He hasn't played. I think he'll
Yeah.
take like a year before playing, like other Guardiola players.
ये privilege चाहिए भाई. Jack Grealish wants to.
Even the other
Grealish.
signing they made, that Uzbekistan defender
Yeah,
Kusanov,
yeah, yeah. वो
he
बहुत
also
young है
hasn't
यार. वो
played.
बहुत
Huh?
young है.
I think that is
Yeah.
also why you see City ka position where it is.
Hmm.
Because they were struggling and also the transfers were probably not working. So maybe that is there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Next is oh, they also have to replace De Bruyne, man, and Morgan Gibbs
Yeah.
quite
Hmm.
likely contender.
Boots to fill.
50
Yeah.
million bid. Yeah. Swayam says Roma missed out on UCL spot by 1 point. We were near the bottom before Ranieri took over, and in the second of the season, we had the most points. Yeah. Oh, that Serie A league race was also amazing, amazing. And yeah, I
Hmm.
want to ask Swayam, this is for you and whoever is watching. Like, help me to educate. How is Conte leaving every club that he joins within 1 or 2 seasons? Because he's already leaving.
Hmm.
उसका rumors आ चुका है that someone else will Max Allegri might replace him or someone. तो किधर
Yeah.
जाएगा? Is is this his agenda कि सारे इटालियन क्लब्स को मैं एक एक बार जिता दूंगा titles
Syria
and then I
jitaunga.
will and
Yeah.
yeah I am not sure. Sam says the Reinders also contribute to the defense and he carries the ball really well. Yeah, so good signing. सबसे झगड़ लेता
Jagad
है वो
leta hai.
he joining
Yeah.
he
No,
joining
so
Juventus.
apparently
What?
he's linked with
Mourinho
Juventus
bread.
now. अबे मेक सेंस एक्चुअली पता है क्योंकि यूवेंटस नाउ वांट
Good
टू
night
विन द
Swapnil.
लीग.
Thank you for
यू
joining. लाइक कर देना फ्रेंड्स के साथ चैनल का लिंक शेयर कर देना प्लीज. थैंक यू. सॉरी यू आर सेइंग as
I was saying makes sense because Juventus wants to go for the Serie A league title, which they haven't won in a while. So Conte is most qualified to do that. And Napoli
Hmm.
also want someone to manage well in UCL, which Conte doesn't have a good record in Champions League. So they will also be happy to sort of do that.
यार उन
I
लोग
think
आपस में ही
major,
मैनेजर एक्सचेंज करते हैं यार.
हाँ हाँ भाई, वो ऐसा 4 मैनेजर है
भाई
उनके
देखो
पास
ऐसा
एंड
रहता
दे
है ना
कीप
कि
लाइक एक्सचेंजिंग.
the managerial style I think that is needed in Serie A is a skill set which is only present in limited number of coaches. So, and I think, matlab, I don't know, just a thought starter. If let's say somebody like a Guardiola would go to Serie A, would he struggle? Is it more because the
He will
Italian league forces
he
you
will
to
Which is
he
the
will
go
no,
to?
no, no, he will
which
struggle
is the
because of
wealthiest club? Which is the wealthiest club in
uh,
Serie A?
I think AC Milan. I think
हाँ तो
AC और इंटर में से ही कोई
इधर
है.
जिधर जिधर पैसा है उधर हो जाएगा, उधर स्ट्रगल नहीं करेगा वो,
Hmm.
क्योंकि पैसा है उसका पास.
नहीं 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 नहीं, द अदर थिंग इज दैट उसका ओनरशिप से झगड़ा हो जाएगा बिकॉज अ लॉट ऑफ ओनर्स इन Italian clubs are still like the old school sort of one man show type owners. Like look at
Yeah.
Napoli's owner जो है De Laurentiis, something like that. Like
Hmm.
basically him and Conte had a disagreement after Conte won the
हम्म.
title for them, and the disagreement is basically Conte wants some 9-10 signings, and De Laurentiis is saying ke bhai, you have a title winning team, why should I give you 9-10 signings? And Conte is saying this was fluke. Then ये हम जीत गए but we overachieved. And like it's just के वहाँ पे I don't think so Guardiola would work well with ownership. I don't know what is the scene with AC Milan, but I think AC Milan have like a investor owner type कि एक कोई इन्वेस्टमेंट बैंक आके रन कर रहा है वो. सो आई थिंक प्रोबेबली इन दैट टाइप ऑफ स्ट्रक्चर गॉर्डियोला काम कर लेगा. आई थिंक ही नीड्स अ वेरी गुड स्ट्रक्चर नाउ दैट उसका आदत भी बिगड़ गया होगा ना 10 साल वर्किंग अंडर सिटी स्ट्रक्चर.
अभी अभी there is a new structure coming this season, so it will be a hit and miss. I don't know. Uh, Amog, welcome to the stream. For the first time you are joining. Welcome, welcome. He's saying if KDB was ready to join United, should we sign him a 2 year contract?
नो.
Hypothetical situation, right?
हाँ नो.
Would you mind? Would you mind
Why
KDB?
not, bro?
I think he's cooked,
नहीं
man.
नहीं,
उसका juice निकल
इट्स
चुका है
कुक्ड.
सारा.
But
उस-
I'll tell you, I have a different point of view. I think, of course, he would be more of somebody who would play like, uh, एक सीनियर प्लेयर का जरूरत है यार. कोई
अबे
एक
जो
चैंपियन
देख
जरूरत है.
जो एरिक्सन
अरे
कर
वो
रहा था ना हमारे स्क्वाड में वो वही करेगा.
अरे
भाई
वो
वो
कभी
वो
एरिक्सन
कभी आएगा.
जीता नहीं था
अरे
भाई.
बट
दिस गाय इज अ
वो
डबल
आधा
विनर.
आधा मैच
ठीक है.
आधा मैच खेल के जिंजर ब्रेड जैसे लाल होके फिर बैठ जाता है गुटखा मक्खन के. He's cooked, bro. He's cooked. There is no other.
He should go
Uh,
to Inter Miami or something like that. Earn the bag.
हाँ,
Swayam says
वो तो बता
Juventus was his first
it's
club.
not like I mean, he's won almost everything except for probably I think City जीता था क्या क्लब वर्ल्ड कप. आई थिंक जीता था राइट
अभी
कि
अभी
हार
यस सिटी जीता है, क्लब वर्ल्ड कप जीता है,
था ना.
क्लब वर्ल्ड कप
हाँ तो
जीता है.
सब तो
यस
जीत
यस,
चुके हैं वो.
सब तो जीत चुका है. अभी सीरिया ही स्ट्रांगली लिंक्ड विद नापोली एंड Napoli's president or someone CEO, I'm not sure. He said that I am really confident about signing
हाँ वही De
De Bruyne.
Laurentiis ही. हाँ.
हम्म.
Sam says Max Allegri is a really good UCL manager anyway. हाँ but वो बेचारा वो भी फाइनल में जाके ही हारता है. He says Guardiola चलेगा ही नहीं, he wouldn't get a superstar. उधर मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ. The
Yeah.
most like सपोज कर AC मिलान इंटर मिलान वो ही भाड़े के प्लेयर्स और ऐसे गरीब गरीब चूसे
Yeah.
दूसरे क्लब के फ्लॉप प्लेयर्स उठा के जीतता है लीग.
I mean McTominay बड़ा साइनिंग था वो लीग के लिए. That was like a oh shit, the 30 million का प्लेयर साइन किए.
And he was
So
their player of
yeah.
the
Actually yeah
justified,
yeah.
price justified.
हम्म.
Inter Milan most expensive signing this year was their backup keeper. Oh, what? Wow. Okay.
हाँ अरे ये इसको लिया था ना कीपर को. बस दैट्स इट. आई थिंक दैट वाज द ओनली साइनिंग दैट दे डिड. दैट इज व्हाई दे वर मेकिंग द न्यूज़. आई आई थिंक सो.
Oh,
और तो कोई साइनिंग नहीं था.
yes, yes. Yes, we spoke about this. Amok says yes, hypothetical. But bro, hypothetical भी यार, you want
मजा नहीं आ रहा.
someone specially कि जो available रहे midfield में. If you want to sign someone for free, for example,
Hmm.
or let's say cooked up player, half cooked, Modric still has legs. Though it will be an elderly abuse to play Modric and Casemiro in the same midfield in the Premier League. But I would take Modric just because of his availability. He's not getting injured like KDB. So
नहीं नहीं नहीं,
KDB,
मॉडरिच का भी चले गया एथलेटिसिज्म.
हाँ ऑफ कोर्स इतने सालों से
केडीबी
उसका भी
केडीबी मॉडरिच से
भाई
ज्यादा फिट
ऐसे
है.
ही है,
हाँ, केडीबी
ऐसे
इज
ही
लाइक.
चलेगा ना भाई, तो जॉनी एवंस को वापस बुला दो, ठीक है?
अबे अभी तो
भाई
गया
सब
है
अभी
पूरे
यार.
मैंने
बुढ़े
एल्डरली अब्यूज का बात किया
बाहर
ना
तो
अभी और
निकलने दे बिल्डिंग के उसको.
अब अभी एल्डरली अब्यूज का बात किया मैंने, और वो एरिक टेन उसको लेफ्ट बैक खिलाया था एक मैच में
भाई
भाई।
वो सब छोड़ना, उसको फेयरवेल दे दिए कल. और फेयरवेल दे के अभी पकड़ के मलेशिया लेके गए हैं पोस्ट सीजन टूर के लिए. कॉन्ट्रैक्चुअल ऑब्लिगेशन पूरा करके जा.
Oh, by the way, Onana, Harry
But
Maguire, and Diego Dallo are coming to
Yeah,
India.
I know.
Whoever is going,
I had applied, but I didn't get it. वो
सेम मेरे को तो
लकी ड्रॉ
समझा
था.
ही नहीं,
हाँ.
वो लकी ड्रॉ था। और ये ओनाना को वापस जाने मत दो प्लीज। वी हैव गोल्डन चांस टू गेट, प्लीज प्लीज।
खिला दो.
Soham says AC Milan have Redbird as their owners. AC Milan is pretty much Man United, have shitty owners, no sporting director until now, overplayed players, no European football. But AC Milan was living the dream which Ole Gunnar saw for Manchester United. They won the trophy also. Correct me if I'm
Yeah,
wrong,
you
but
guys won. These guys won at least, na? United have not won also. So
so yeah,
they had that one season Rafael Leao wala where they did.
yeah. राफेल लियाओ अगेन, वो रैशफोर्ड का भाई लगता है मुझे, बट या
वैसे ही अंडर परफॉर्मिंग है.
कूल।
Yeah.
I think it's been 52 minutes and yeah, स्वयं का लास्ट कमेंट ले लेते हैं. He's saying उसके बाद खराब was Zlatan is making City fired Maldini and it's
Maldini
now
and
down.
it's all
Yeah,
downhill. Yeah.
same. If he would have signed Ferdinand as a director of football under Qatari
Hmm.
ownership, it would have happened.
This is
इतना
pretty
डिजा
much that. Yeah.
yeah, same. Like no DOF, nothing. So yeah, I think we'll sum up this stream and. Those who are here, please like the stream, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, and we are trying. I cannot commit. We are trying to get one Real Madrid fan who also happen to have a, YouTube channel to bring him here. We would love to see his opinions around new era of Xabi Alonso and new players that he is going to sign. So hopefully we will be able to do something with that. So look forward to that
Yeah.
episode in this week itself, or else you will be posted. Yeah. On that note, thank you very much. Thank you all have joined. Good night. See you guys very soon. And again, like and subscribe. Thank you.